Hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Quarentainment. I'm your host today, Reggie. I know you may not have seen me around lately hosting bingo or the showcases or even trivia nights, good heavens. But I assure you I am not dead, I just needed a break. Sometimes it's good to refocus, collect your thoughts, and regain your purpose in life. Well, today we have a great show lined up for you. Our friend Erin will be bringing us today's Left Unread segment, where she will be spilling all of the details on the end of March and the beginning of April as to what's happening here on campus. Then our friend Mr. Adam will be bringing us the This Is Major segment, highlighting the process of class registration. How many people out there need that? I see you waving your hand. Stay tuned for more details later. Then, our dear frat brother Anthony will be digging into the alumni archive to bring an interview from one of Frostburg's past top students for our Chew on This segment. And last but not least, meet us right back here on the screen for our In Focus segment, where I will be heading into the kitchen to bring you guys a fresh new springtime meal idea. All that and more right here on this episode of Quarentainment. See you soon, Bobcats.
Congrats, you've made it to college and have taken another step towards getting that degree. But now comes one of the biggest decisions college comes with, selecting a major. For some, this task might be harder to decide on than it is for others. After all, your major is going to help influence what you do once you get out of college and ultimately help shape your career path. But sometimes it can be hard to know what to look for in a major. But luckily you're not alone, and we're here to give you some helpful advice on how to decide your major. One of the first things to consider when looking for a major is whether or not it's something you like. Nobody wants to do something they don't like, and that includes classes. Whether or not you like something can play a big part in how well you do. Of course, doing something you're actually interested in will help make the classes go by smoothly. So, how do you know if you're interested in a major? An easy way to find out is to read the description of the majors in the course catalog you've been given. Doing this will give you a good idea of what each major contains and whether or not they line up with your interests. Another thing to keep in mind are your own skills and capabilities. Knowing your limits will help you decide on a major. For example, let's say you didn't do too great in your high school math classes and it's something you've always struggled with. Knowing this, it might be best for you to avoid declaring a major that would be heavy in math. Or, alternatively, let's say that you're good with people and you're very outgoing. With this skill, it might be worthwhile to look for majors that let you utilize it and further shape it. It's important to know that you aren't alone in making this decision. There's people that you're free to talk to if you need help deciding your major. One such person is your advisor. Typically, everyone speaks with their advisor when it's time to apply for classes, but this isn't the only time that they're available. If you're having issues deciding on a major, then it might be worthwhile to schedule a meeting with them so you can talk things out. You could tell them what you're interested in, and they could help by telling you what majors would fit that interest. Then you could go from there and look more deeply into them. Additionally, you could tell them your weaknesses. By doing this, they'll help you know what you should avoid if you can. And even if you can't meet with them in person, you can always email them with any questions that you might have, and they'll be sure to help where they can. Lastly, there's still time to decide on a major. Many majors aren't required to be declared early in order to graduate on time. There's GEP classes that are required for graduation that you can take in the meantime. And if you just started your classes here at FSU, you can use this extra time to really decide what you'd like your major to be, so you can make the most of your time here at Frostburg. While the pressure of deciding a major can be tough, it's important to keep in mind that there is help out there if you need it. If you're having troubles or concerns, then feel free to contact the ones who can help you out. And with just a little bit of help, you could really find what you want to do. So, best of luck and here's to your future success.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aunties and uncles, grandpas and grandmas. You know what? I'm gonna just stop right there. I hope you guys are having a good day, evening, morning, whatever time frame it is that you're watching this. I'm the man of the hour, the host, Anthony Gbanoba, and you are now tuned into the segment Chew on This, where we basically give you things to think about during the weekend, or basically food for thought, if you know what I'm saying. But anywho, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
How's everybody doing tonight?
All right.
I'd like to welcome to the stage the lyrically acclaimed. Woo! I'd like this young woman right here.
You do?
Because when she came out with the phrase, she went from ashy to classy. I like that. So everybody in the house, give a warm round of applause for the notorious Moet Silver. The notorious Moet Silver, ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
Hi everyone, my name is Minuet Silver and I am a Frostburg State University graduate. I graduated in May of 2017 with a Bachelor's of Science in Mass Communication with a Communication Studies minor.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Manuel, for giving us a brief background. Could you just explain to us when you first fell in love with visual storytelling?
While at Frostburg, I was so sure that I wanted to do on-air personality work, so I started taking a lot of production classes, but I was always in front of the camera. But it wasn't until I took aesthetics with Danzy that I realized that I love the overall visual elements aspect of storytelling. So I'd say aesthetics is definitely when I discovered my love for visual storytelling.
So what was the influential factor for you while you attended Frostburg State University?
I would say while at Frostburg State University, in any aspect, in any environment, it's important to find your tribe and people who are behind you and supportive of you. And I found a lot of comfort in not just my professors, but also Connie, who had worked the front desk at the time. And it was because whenever you come into the department, in the office, she was the first one greeting you, and you could tell that she cared. And that's essentially what you really want, not just as a student, but as a creative, knowing that somebody cares about you and what you're working on. And Connie was always asking.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Manuel for taking out the time on her busy schedule to come do this interview with us. Thank you guys for tuning in to this week's Chew on This segment. I'm your host, Man of the Hour, signing out. I'll see y'all whenever. Peace.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, my name is Erin E. James. I'm here to give you your Left Unranked segment for today. Paul's Pantry, they're opening up their doors again, so you'll have the chance to browse for your groceries this time. Beautify the Berg, April 24th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. All you have to do is sign up by April 9th so you can get your t-shirt and have a signed group, and you're great. Lastly, Frostburg State University has finally announced that they will be celebrating June 10th as a holiday. Stay tuned.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's In Focus segment. I know you may be saying, Reggie, what in the world do you have on your head? Child, to be honest, I don't even know. Now, this is a simple meal. We'll be making some teriyaki and barbecue chicken sliders. First, you will have to have either chicken breast or chicken thighs cooked until they are done. So about 25 or 30 minutes. You can either boil them or you can bake them. Also, they have a recipe for an air fryer. So you can go ahead and search that up on Google. Everything that I'm doing today is basically committed to memory and taste as you go.
I ain't trying to die. All right.
And prep our Hawaiian rolls because these do have to go in the oven and bake a little bit to get golden brown. What you want to do is take that melted butter and we are going to add about a teaspoon of minced garlic. Okay, maybe a half a teaspoon. That's a lot of garlic. Okay, we're gonna do about a third of 1/4, a 1/3. I don't. Take some Italian seasoning and you're gonna sprinkle that in that butter as well. Out in that butter. And this is what you are going to spread on top of your Hawaiian rolls before putting them in the oven. Once you have those Hawaiian rolls in the oven on 350, you're gonna cook them for probably about 5 minutes, you guys. We're gonna go back and check them after the 5-minute mark. We're gonna be making 2 flavors today. As I said, one is teriyaki chicken and one is barbecue chicken. We're just gonna separate half and half into our containers. Now is the time for personal preference. I did not season this chicken very well when I cooked it earlier. So you guys, I am going to just add a small amount of seasonings to this chicken right now before adding the actual sauces, all right? Gonna add our teriyaki seasoning into one. All right. Let's see. Just gonna add a little bit. Just yeah, that should be good. We're gonna stir it up and see you. Told you I don't. Yeah, I don't do measurements. Now you can go ahead and check on those rolls. Hopefully 5 minutes has gone by, and you can make these rolls as brown as you want to, as crispy as you want to, or as light as you want to. These are the consistency that I seem to like them at. Now what you want to do is you want to cut these in half and place your chicken in the middle. Now at this time, you guys, you can put cheese, you can put onions, you can put jalapenos, anything that you would like. You can put bacon, anything that you would like to go in between on your sliders, any kind of sauces. This is your time to, because hopefully you can put it back in the oven if you would like and melt it down some if you would like, all right? These little sandwiches can be something for a Super Bowl halftime party, a football game night, or if you just want some kind of simple little lunch, you guys. And it's good for spring. You can put some fruit with it. You can put a little bit of veggies with it if you would like. And like I said, it's very simple. You can go straight to the store and get you some seasonings, cook your chicken. You can cook it in the microwave if you would like to. I don't advise that, but you know, being here in a dorm, it can be a little bit of a struggle. You gotta do what you gotta do. Call your family and say, Mom, Dad, can you buy me an air fryer, please? I need to make some chicken slices. I saw Reggie doing on Quarentainment. Well, you guys, we thank you so much once again for joining us for this episode of Quarentainment. We hope that you all enjoyed it. We thank you for listening to all of our segments today, from Left Unread to This Is Major to Chew on This, and then down to In Focus. We thoroughly enjoyed you, and we hope you enjoyed us just as much. Well, you guys, I've been your host today, Reggie, and I can't wait to see you guys again.